Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is an episode of Be Real because I have lots of little bits and bobs, and that's sort of what Be Real is. We're going to talk about the giveaway, announce the winner, talk a bit about my feelings around Longchamp. I have my glasses now. If you saw the last video, my hair, I have a lipstick haul, makeup haul. So I have 3 Glossier new Ultra Lip, it's a new formula, 2 limited edition Charlotte Tilburys that I'm really loving, and I will get rid of the boxes, but I kept them for this video because they're so pretty. And my Lisa Eldridge goodies came, and I'm a huge fan of all her products, her makeup, her jewellery. If I'm a very good girl for my birthday in a couple of weeks, I'm hoping that somebody special is going to get me something from Lisa Eldridge. Fingers crossed. Anyway, 3 of the lipsticks in the Summer Drop, the highlighter, which is new. What else? A gloss. I've never had one of her glosses. The only thing I missed out on is the liquid or cream blush. They sold out so quick, so I'm hoping she does another release of those, because I know that with her the formula will be amazing. So I have all these lovely lip goodies to share with you, what bag I'm using, and then I'm going to talk about the Louis Vuitton cosmetics. I'm not going to go into the angle of discussing Louis Vuitton strategy around canvas pieces, so-called basic items and all of that, because there are a lot of people who are much more in the loop who talk about that kind of stuff on their channels. And I always say, if what I'm going to talk about doesn't really bring anything new, it's sort of pointless. All I'm going to do is give you my 10 cents on how I feel about them. Has that changed now that I know that they're hard to get? Is it worth hunting down pre-loved? Which size if you're going to hunt for 1 or 2? Because they are around, but they're just a bit overpriced, because if they're in good condition, because they're now more scarce. So we're going to touch on those things. Let's dive in. So first of all, I was running a giveaway for this Longchamp Le Pliage tote in my last video, just because I shared with you my Longchamp collection, and I felt that this hadn't had much use. It is secondhand, it is mine. This one I have used 3 or 4 times. It's pretty clean. It could do with a wipe down, I guess. You know, there's little scuff marks and things. 1 or 2 of the corners has got what I would call extremely minor wear and tear. I felt like it had life in it. It's very classic, and I wanted to give it to one of my subscribers. I'm really into mixing lower price point but quality items in with my more high-end bags, because I like having a diverse collection and different things at different price points to use in different situations where I don't want something expensive. I want to be carefree when I'm outdoors in the summer with my kids, that kind of thing. And we talked a lot about those sort of things. This is brand new. I ordered it. I actually really love this colour, but I just decided it's a bit of an added touch to get something to go with the tote. So those are going to a lady called Lizzy. I'm going to maybe ruin your name. I should have checked with you, Lizzy. Lizzy Farquhar? Something like that. And that's her Instagram handle. She was really pleased. I let her know already that she won, because I always ask people to enter my giveaways on Instagram, because I don't really like the whole messaging situation with YouTube. So that's that. In the meanwhile, I had said in my collection video that I really wanted to share my glasses with you. They hadn't come yet, but here they are. They are Longchamp designed frames. Now, obviously, I don't know. Some fashion brands like Dior and Chanel, there's talk that they're all produced by someone else and they just have Chanel stuck on them or whatever. I don't know who made these. They're really good quality. They were mid-priced. They are kind of like a refined Ray-Ban-y silhouette. I have a very wide prominence in my bone on my nose, so a lot of glasses that are the plastic ones don't sit right here, but these are comfortable. They've got really nice details, so they're like tortoiseshell, but with different colours in, but they have metal arms. They're less chunky than previous glasses, and they have some really nice touches. Like, can you see there, the little horse is set inside the resin. Just really nice. And I have also ordered a second pair, guys. I know it's nuts, but I just really like them. And I've ordered them in the plain black with silver because my optician said they would do the second pair half price because I'm a contact lens club member. So yeah, I, as you know, I'm a massive fan of Glossier, the brand. I love all their products. The skincare is really pared down and simple. I use a lot of it for my kind of basic everyday routine. Obviously, as a more mature woman, I need some kind of slightly more expensive, high performing products for individual things. But for my kind of lots of everyday stuff, me and my daughter share lots of cleansing stuff and things like that. And I like some of the makeup, especially the Generation G, which are a waxy, hard kind of colour stain that feels very light on the lips. You can do the red one, Zip, and it doesn't look too much if you're just kind of, oh, I like red, but I can't do a bold red lip. And they have a new formula, which is a lot more moisturising and glossy, but has lots of colour payoff. And I picked up 3 of the colours. So this is the first one. It is Coupe or Coupe, and it's like an orangey, poppy kind of shade. So I will apply that one for you. I'm not going to apply everything because I feel like when you cleanse your lips in between, and it's really hard to do without a proper mirror. But that feels non-sticky, super hydrating. A lot of tinted balms, the colour is really sheer. Like I have some of those flash ones from Chanel, and it's just like a slight veil of colour and a bit of shimmer. This is properly the colour. It's super hydrating. You can apply, these are all messed up because my little girl, when I get new lipsticks, she's in here sneaking around. I hear her because my living room's underneath this room. So we put her to bed and we go into the living room to watch something on Netflix or whatever. And I hear this very creaky old floorboards, and I hear her and she's going to the vanity in secret to play with the makeup. And then she puts the lids on, see? When the bullet is like up and she's like mangling, oh, and it's always the brand new ones. So yeah, the packaging is exactly the same as the Generation G. They really improved it a couple of years ago. They used to break, you know, the cases used to break, but they don't now. So there's that one. So I'll be back with the next shade. Okay, so that's the next one. That's Fete, Portrait. And that is like a watermelony shade. It's funny lighting in here today. It's really bright outside, but I'm away from the window. Much more sheer, not as much pigment comes out, but it does make my lips feel a bit flushed and pink. And then I'm not going to put the last one on because I have to go to school in a minute. Fete is the red. So I just wanted to show you the first one that you saw, the summery poppy kind of red, which was Coupe, is there. And then this one, she says, if she could get the lid off, is Fete. And that is more of a blue toned classic red, and this is very similar to Zip in the Generation G, but the formula is very different. It's really hydrating and balmy, but as I said, there's really good pigment and color payoff, and they kind of grab on the lips just like any normal lipstick, not like a matte. I'm not, you know, going to make that crazy claim. So let's take, that's really nice. That's not too much for every day. Okay. Ugh. Right. Then next, 2 limited edition Matte Revolutions from Charlotte Tilbury. Now, one of these was free, Wedding Bells, or was it Mrs. Kisses? I can't remember. I think it might be Mrs. Kisses, because I reached some sort of level of purchasing and I've entered the magic vault, or, you know, all this garbage. You know how I feel about the gimmicks of Charlotte Tilbury, but it's another one of these beautifully Swarovski'd up ones. I've got a corally one in the same packaging. So this is the Matte Revolution in Wedding Bells. It's got a heart on it, and this is a, am I gonna put this one on? I will, because it's really nice. It's just that, okay, I'll be honest with you, right? At the height of my buying every single thing Charlotte Tilbury came out with, if you go back a couple of years on my channel, you'll see this, like, I had like 20 Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, and I like them all. but then some of them start to taste a bit funny. After a couple of years, you know, you need to use stuff up. So I know this is a big lipstick haul, but like I'm now buying less and less makeup. I buy like a haul of makeup in the summer, spring, summer, and then again, autumn, winter, couple of the holiday bits, and that I don't buy anything in between. You won't believe me, but I could see my friend Sally laughing now, but I just don't in between. So this is just like a kind of one of those brownie, pinky nudes. It's not particularly different to any of the other ones that I have. It's just that I did have to throw quite a few out that had gone a bit manky. And so I only had about 4 Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. So I let myself pick up a couple of new ones. And then this is the one that was free with my purchase when I bought that and a couple of other things. Because I do buy my moisturiser from her. This just has the regular packaging. And this is Mrs. Kisses. And it's very similar. It's got kisses all over it on the bullet. It's another matte one. So if I swatch that one, and then I'll swatch this one, which is a little bit, it's a bit pinker. The thing is, I've tried on other lipsticks now and they kind of stain your mouth a bit. Oh yeah, they are quite different. And I would say this one feels more creamy, even though it's a matte, than this one. So this creamy one is Wedding Bells in the special packaging, part of the kind of, I don't know what it's called, there's like a romance collection out. And then this is Mrs. Kisses. And when they're giving you a free one, they had a lot of stock of it or something. So there you can see. That's what I'm wearing now, which is Wedding Bells. This is Mrs. Kisses. It's a bit deeper. That'll be nice in autumn, winter. Okay, let's get on to the Lisa Eldridge ones. Just tidy up a bit as I go along. So when you buy 2 products, or was it 3 products from her range when the collection dropped, if you just visit Lisa Eldridge, her site, she has a shop tab and it will take you to either shopping jewellery or shopping cosmetics. I love her cosmetics pouches. I have the summer turquoisey one, the Tiffany blue one, and you could choose deep red velvet, dark green velvet, or like this lovely pattern. And you know how I feel about forest green, so I went for that. Really good quality, like with the little logo on the zipper and everything. And in here, I have 4 lip products and her new highlighter. So we'll do the lipsticks first. These are Luxuriantly Lucent, so they're her non-matte. She has mattes which are even better than Charlotte Tilbury mattes. I have one at the moment called, I can't remember, but I have a very neutral, I'll get it, hang on. Oh, no, I've remembered. Velvet Muse. I have Velvet Muse, and it's very similar to these kind of brownie tones. So I have got here Spirited Away, and she did a video. If you want to see some of these, you can back order them and stuff. Lots of them still in stock. If you go on her recent YouTube video where she showed the collection and she tried them all on, you can really get a sense of the colours and the way she describes colours and the unique tones of her makeup. You will never find a colour from another brand that is the same. There's always something. She's always hunting down. She loves vintage makeup, and she's always saying, I wanted this colour from like the movies in the 60s or something. And she will, or the colour of these tiles in Italy. And then she won't stop till she gets it exactly right. And it's just so enticing. So this one is Spirited Away, which is to do with the Japanese animation, I think. And my kid has done this, which is so awesome. Can you see? She's mangled that one. I'm not going to try these on because my lips are just going to dry out. But this is another. Oh, it's just so, it's like a bit like just bitten colour, but it's also plummy. It's going to look different on everybody, and this is slightly funny lighting, but it's just so, that one out of the 3, I'm probably going to kind of hold off and use more in autumn when I want that kind of pale skin with a flush of like bronzy, plummy blush, and then a really bit more bold for me lip colour. This is going to look good with burgundies and all of these kind of deep pinks and stuff. The next one, but she describes the colour way better than I can. The next one is Kitten Mischief, which is, and these again, they're not matte, they're creamy. This is like a nudie, pinky colour, slightly peachy, slightly browny, slightly, you know, it's a bit of everything, slightly salmony. And that is Kitten Mischief right there. They're looking dark because if we were facing the other way, there'd be too much light on me. This way, there's not quite enough light on me, but there's that one there. And then last but not least is Dance Card, and Dance Card is the one. So like I had Go Lightly or something, the really bright, almost neon, electric-y, peachy colour a couple of years ago. And I'll be honest, I would dab it on for a stain, but to just wear it full on, it was quite bright and I felt extra. This is like a muted, not neoned version of that. It's a wearable version of that. And this is Dance Card, which on my hand looks very pink. I've noticed on different girls who have shown them wearing their Lisa Eldridge new lipsticks on Instagram, all of her colours look different on everybody else, but they all are creamy. They all have a lit from within glow about them. They are, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Lisa Eldridge's lipsticks are the best lipsticks on sale in the world, in my opinion. That's it. They beat Tom Ford for formula and texture and colours. They beat Chanel. That's it. She is the queen of makeup. There's no discussion. So, Dance Card, Kitten Mischief, Spirited Away. And there were more that I could have got, but I've got to... I mean, the line is kind of far away, but there is a line. Okay. And then last of all, I have never found a gloss that I really like. It's just not happening for me. And I thought, her formula... I don't normally go for these candy bubblegum colours, but I'm going to put this on because it's fun. People keep saying her glosses are not sticky. And so I thought, let's just get one. This is in the shade Charm, and it is that kind of Mariah Carey, pretty, girly, pinky thing. I am about to get my teeth whitened, so please forgive the lockdown teeth. Ooh, look at that. You just look glowy, plumped. It's not sticky. It feels like those Clarins Instant Light Lip Perfectors, but it's got more colour. Ooh, and the packaging is just... gorgeous. And then lastly, I had to try a liquid, it's a highlighter. This is similar to the Hollywood filter thing from Charlotte Tilbury, except it's a better formula. I find that formula really odd. People seem to either love it or whatever, but that formula to me is, it's a very crushed pearl, but it can look a bit heavy and metallic on the skin and not, like, it covers the skin almost. Like nail varnish, like highlighty nail varnish that you then set on your face. It doesn't work for me. I can't really wear the Hollywood filter under makeup, mixed into makeup. It just feels heavy and cakey on me. And I knew that she would have done years of research to get this right. So I've got the lightest, I think, which is called, it's Elevated Glow is the product, and the shade is Crystal Nebula. It's a light gold highlighter on a big chubby doe foot. It blends amazing. It doesn't make me feel like it sits in pores or fine lines. It's a very refined, high quality product. It's not a high octane highlighter, but you can certainly build up a very nice glow. And I've used it a few times and I absolutely love it. I have a friend that I've bought one for her birthday, and I need to give that to her actually. And she has even lighter skin than me, I think, and it will look great on her. And there are several shades. There's a rose gold one that's kind of coppery. There you go. Absolutely, I love all of these things that I've shown you, but the Lisa Eldridge stuff is out of this world. And the price points are reasonable. The lipsticks are like £28. They're not, you know, like some of Charlotte's are around 30, some limited edition ones and stuff, like the lip oil that I like. And Chanel lipsticks are about £35 now. But I think hers, you know, they're small batch, they're beautiful packaging. I like supporting a smaller brand. Okay, and the last, happy with that. And then the last thing I want to talk about, because this is a super long video, is these. And just a brief thing. It's not like a massive review. It's just how I used them, how I got them. I got them in lockdown because when in 2020, when Louis Vuitton shut all the stores in the UK and probably everywhere, they pulled all the stock back centrally. A few people told me that. So when you went onto the Europe, or, you know, because it's one website really, but they have a kind of client interface in each country, but it's one stock system held in France. Loads of things. I got my Palm Springs Mini. I got these. What else did I get? I got other things that were just out of stock all the time. But these were on my long-term wish list. So I had this one from 2016 or 2015. No, probably 2016. This is this Toiletry 15. And I sold my, I had two mini pochettes, the Ebene and then this one, monogram. And they're almost the same size. So I actually thought I'd rather have this and then have the other one in Ebene, because I just had too many SLGs. And I love this. It is more of a square shape. It's got the wipeable lining, which is why these are great for worrying about spills, whether it's a pen you've got in there, whether it's baby wipes, whether it's sun cream, whether it's makeup, you don't have to worry. Whereas the mini pochettes are more like other canvas lined accessories where you do take a chance. If you put your eye drops and your mascara and your lipsticks and stuff in your mini pochette, we all know you might have the odd mishap. Whereas in here, they're wipeable because that's what they're for. And I just love anything Louis Vuitton that has like a slightly retro classic feel, which the shape and simplicity of these I feel does, with the tail and the little piece on the end of the zipper. This one was made in France. I have this as my kind of medically kind of drawer in my bag. I have breath spray, hand sanitizer, eye drops, pain meds, a mirror, and my lovely, lovely Poppy lip shine from Hermes. I don't really take makeup out and touch up. I came home at lunchtime today. I was running errands. I touched up for this video. And I'm going out for dinner and I'll probably touch up again. And all I'll take is the compact mirror and whatever lipstick I'm wearing. I'm not someone who powders my nose or anything like that. Unless I'm in London or something where I'm away from my things, away from my house all day, then yeah. But this is enough in nearly all of my bags. For example, it fits fine in something quite small like this. I'm not sure that I would use this in a mini bag. So that one I highly recommend. It's big enough to be functional. Carries the same you can fit in a mini pochette. If not, maybe it's slightly wider in the base, about the same. Oh, things are all falling everywhere because I've got to leave to go to school in a sec. And I always do my filming very close to the wire when I have to go out. These two sizes were the ones that I bought in one order. They just were in stock on the same day, in the middle of lockdown, and I could not believe it because they'd been in my Louis Vuitton wish list for years and I hadn't been aggressive about it, but I had looked every few weeks. Not available, not available, and they were just available, and I always thought, this is a trick. Add to cart, click. So the same thing happened with the Palm Springs Mini. So I find it's been a weird old year, hasn't it? We haven't been traveling. This one was the one that was always on my mind. The whole Princess Diana on the beach in France, under the arm. Here are my thoughts. I think it's great as a beachy, casual, pouch, clutch catch-all. I actually think that's perfectly appropriate. I see men with this or the Discovery under their arm in Europe with their shades on, almost going to sit out and have a business meeting outside a cafe, you know, with another guy or whatever. And I just think it looks actually really appropriate, really chic. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. When I used to see it in videos and people were doing that, I thought, oh my God, it's actually quite big, almost like a little laptop case. It's not that big. I think it's just soft, it's chic. I love it. I'm going out for dinner tonight in a city. Would I take this as my handbag? No, but it to me looks like appropriate. If I was in a beachy location wearing flip-flops and a little sundress and I was in a little town going to get a drink sitting outside and I'd been hanging around by the pool all day, Why not? How I mainly have used it, because I haven't been traveling yet, is when I'm using a big tote like my Fur La Page or the Chanel Deauville, and I don't feel like I've got a lot of organization, I will put in here, I've just got paper in it now, I will put in there things like baby wipes and sun cream. I use the Evian face mist to cool like Cece's face down, a hairbrush, some hair ties, maybe a spare pair of pants because Cece will be at another friend's house and we'll go in a paddly pool or in a little stream and then we'll get wet, or you know, or even a clean t-shirt will fold up small in here because she's always spilling like ice cream on herself in summer and stuff. But I will use this as a kind of personal care pouch down in a bigger bag, or down in a bigger bag with all of my valuables, like say my wallet, my phone, my keys, so my essentials, and then put that in a tote that's got a towel or a picnic blanket. So this is a really good larger bag organizer, or almost making another pocket in that bag. For that, it's really worth it alone. And again, this is just personal opinion. It's not judging anyone. If you're, you know, I've said this before, if you're young and you can't really afford to buy a bag from Louis Vuitton, but you could have got one of these, and then now you discover that you can convert it with an organizer with loops so that you can attach a crossbody or a shoulder, or the big Bottega style chains you can get now on Amazon and stuff. You do you, and no one, and people are going to just think that you look creative and a bit different. I had a horrible, unpleasant exchange in the comments of someone else's video. I can't remember whose video it was on, but some random person in the comments was spouting off about how disgusting and crass and trashy and cheap people were who were attaching these straps and things to these. And that's, my opinion is definitely not like that. My opinion is, I just don't think I would, but I would never judge anyone else. And I said so in the comment. I said to this person that they shouldn't judge what other people are doing, just do what they want. And they were like, oh, I really hope that's why they've taken this away, to stop people doing that because it's bringing the brand down. Rubbish. They've got other pouches and accessories that cost a lot more than this, so they're pulling this, just like they've pulled this, which is the old style pochette accessoire. That used to be, mine was like £285 or something, or £300 not that long ago. Why are they going to have that for sale alongside the multi-pochette, which is over £1,000? Because people are just going to buy that one. You know, they're trying to make you buy the things they want you to buy anyway. I told you I wasn't going to get into that. Anyway, so this is super useful. It'll come into its own as an actual wash bag or whatever when I travel. I would use it that way. I wouldn't use the, I've decided I wouldn't travel with this. I've decided this is an at-home, it's doing that because it's full of all my fragrances, so it's heavy at the moment. But this is just really special and I don't want to travel with it and put face creams and shampoos and things in it. That's just my decision. But I would in this one. The one I haven't really had any use out of yet is the 19. So that's the 26 centimetre across. This is the 15. So most used, second most used, and as I said, if we go on a beach, we're going on a beach holiday in like a week just to the UK, but I will take this because I will use it for my cosmetics and some bathroom stuff, but I will tip that all out probably in the bathroom, and then I will take this down onto the beach with my bits and bobs in like a big canvas beach bag and put my stuff down inside there. The 19 I haven't used as much because most of my daily bags are quite small. So like I wouldn't really want to use up the weight and the space in something like this with that big. This is good for me for my daily makeup needs on the vanity, although now I've got the pink Prada one. This would be okay for cosmetics for a longer, like when I go on holiday actually for a week, I'll probably use both of these. Just because I want to get use from them. I'll use this in my bags and stuff, and maybe for my bathroom products like face wash and stuff. And this I will put some makeup in and a small comb and some hair ties. But for daily use in my bags, it's a bit big. I'm not someone that takes my powder, my concealer, a brow comb. I just don't take that stuff out anymore. So obviously it's in proportion with a tote like this. to take out for the day. And some people, like if you're going to your office and you're there all day and then you're going for drinks after work, you might need more stuff to redo your hair and whatever. But for me, I find myself using mini pochettes and this size thing in my daily bags, even in like the Neverfull because I just sometimes find this too big. But my attitude is that I weirdly, and a lot of people end up saying this, I don't want to let this go. Now that it's no longer available, I love the fact, it's a bit sad, I know, I love the fact that I have it's another YouTubeism, trifecta, ridiculous, trio, whatever you want to call it. But there's something so beautifully simple about the lines. I recommend all three. I just feel like because I bought them in the pandemic, I haven't really had my full use of these, but they feel great. This one's too small to use as an essentials pack, like to turn into a bag and use it on your arm as a clutch. This one is kind of resorty, but not for city for me. But I will get my use out of that. It's still not big. It's very thin that way, so it doesn't take up much more space than the normal, you know, the domed cosmetic one. This is just so cute and goes in every bag. I mean, apart from my wok, I could even put this in the medium large classic flap. I love them, and I love that I have the full set. If you like them and you always wanted them and now you've missed the boat because they didn't come in stock and you didn't get them, they've stopped manufacturing them. If there's anything left, it'll be in boutiques, I would imagine, not online. You could reach out if you have a good essay and they could hunt around for you. You're going to get them on the secondhand market. My advice is to wait till it calms down. Then people will get a bit fed up of it. They'll forget about it, that they couldn't get one. And then the prices might relax and level off a little bit. I don't know. I know with the Chanel GST that's been very up and down, and now they're quite expensive. If you have one in good condition, because they're discontinued but they're considered quite classic, it can be quite hard to get one in good condition at a reasonable price, because it's long ago now that they actually manufactured it. But with these, there'll be people who, now that they're not available anymore, think, oh, I can make a quick buck, and they will put them on at grossly inflated prices, especially if they're brand new and they have all the box and all the stuff. But I would say that this one in particular, everybody's different. A lot of people love the 19 because it's in between and it does both. The small one, the 15, and this size, I would pay slightly over retail for. They're that good. The wipeable lining, they're nice and slim. And it's such a shame that they're not making them anymore. But yeah, I think they all have very different uses, and I think it's great to have all three. And I also would just draw your attention, if storage is an issue, you can put that one inside that one when they're not in use, put that one inside, you know, and they all store fine. They're all kind of similar in the base, but they do fit, the 19 does fit inside the 26. So that's all I have to say right now. I will see you in my next video talking about just some of the recent Fenty products that I've tried, and sharing with you the Ivory Longchamp bag when it comes. And then I'm just going to do some old-fashioned what's in my bags and bag reviews, because I have so many requests, and I think it's nice to go back to the high-end stuff, because that's what people want sometimes, and not just do all, you know, I've done a lot of high street fashion and a lot of more affordable, accessible stuff lately, and then people do say, like, can you review this? I'm still looking into it. I'd really like to know if it's worth it, and maybe do some tags that I'm behind on. If you have any requests for videos that you want to see, then just leave a comment down below and I will add it to the list. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye.